Hello and welcome back. We're in Lords of Shadow Part 10.
Thank you, Sam the Eagle.
Where are we?
Unfortunately,
What
the
is this place?
bird
The
won't take
Crow's
us any
Path.
further.
The land of the vampires lies beyond
that
those
bird
hills.
is
A powerful witch
bringing
protects
freedom
this
to
domain.
America.
I can go no further.
Who are you? And why do you help me?
You may think I am helping you, but you would be wrong. I serve no one. You would do well to remember that.
Then why the fuck did you fly him here in the first place?
He's just like
never
America.
know.
We're not really helping you. We're just making ourselves look good.
Yeah. And trying to kill you in progress.
If I recall, this particular part in the game is kind of a really weird sidetrack moment. I think this was put in to extend the game. Because this, I feel like this part, the next two levels, really could have just been left out.
Huh. Padding.
Joy.
It feels like padding, if only just because you've got this
Padding.
enemy that's
Padding.
well, crows. That's the theme of this particular area of the game is crows.
So you're fighting the crow.
You're fighting a crow.
Is that,
He's trying to remove jerk birds from all video kind.
But that's an
Yeah.
impossibility.
That's certainly nice.
He's still trying. He's going to fail, but he's trying.
So are we talking about like a single giant crow or one small regular one?
A bunch of them coming together to make one giant, massive crow.
And we called it a witch, so it must be the Crone Witch.
No, it's a freaking giant bat wannabe crow thing.
It actually kind of reminds me of one of the old school Castlevania bosses, only it's with crows instead of bats. You know that one bat boss that would basically be made of a bunch of smaller bats?
That Light Eagle
Oh, you
just
mean-
mentioned.
Yeah,
The
I
very
think there,
first boss.
yeah, and I think there is like a shit tons and half of them in Castlevania. I think Dawn of Sorrow has one. The one that also forms. Oh, look.
Hello there, I see you too. I hope you're, this is kind of a dick move on the game's part right here, is the game doesn't, if you're not paying attention, you can die instantly here. Because when like, he crumbles the wall, and the ground beneath you goes away, and you're expected just kind of to hug the right side to escape. But I have died on here several times because I keep forgetting, oh yeah, I shouldn't be standing there.
Well, yeah, not well, that is kind of neat.
So is this a boss fight?
Yeah, it's a boss fight. There's the boss health bar, so I guess it counts. But to be perfectly honest, it's not like hard. He's just got a lot of cheap things. He can grab you like that. And because recording screwed up for me, I had to redo this level.
And you still got grabbed.
Actually, I remember this particular boss from the E3 trailer when this game was first revealed. This was what they showed off.
Excuse me if I quote one of my more favorite video game characters, but never trust a big naked dude.
I don't know where that I don't know where that is from, and truth to be told, I really don't want to know.
Saints Row the Third.
Oh, okay.
Pierce on, oh geez, what's his name?
when you meet the giant naked Russian for the first time. He looks over at the main character and goes, "Man, never trust a big naked dude."
I'm so pissed off when they killed the cat. That one. The Sarah.
Yeah, but
He was my favorite one in Saints Row 2.
I've only played up to Saints Row 2. I've never touched 3 or 4.
They bring Gat back in the 4th game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I say skip 3 and play 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
play 4. 4 is the best.
Well, it's not the... I like it. The second one is pretty damn good.
Well, out of the newer ones, 4 is the best. Overall, 2 is the best possible game to play.
It really
Yeah.
was great.
But you really
The first game felt just like we're
Nice.
experimenting. We really haven't found our identity yet.
Yeah, I have not played the first.
Which is fine for a first game. You have that a lot.
Yeah, but I have heard basically the first one was trying to be easy, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, the first game was trying to be extremely serious, but still had those tongue-in-cheek moments. The second one is really where it found its own identity.
Yeah, it realized that, if we can't be taken seriously, we might as well have fun.
Yeah, and even though I've only ever played the third one, I saw a review that said, the reason why Saints 3 is bad is because it's kind of a step back to Saints 1. It can't decide if it wants to be funny or angry.
And change
But
the
granted,
for...
running around with a giant dildo bat in Saints 3, yeah, it really wasn't taking itself seriously.
I have an honest question.
Yeah.
Why
Why
are we
are we-
talking about those games instead of this one?
Yes.
Because this
Because
is Lords of
we
Shadow.
really couldn't say more than it's a giant naked troll we're fighting. What else do we say?
We could
This boss has
explain
been
the
done before?
mechanics of the fight.
Because that was a God of War fight.
It really was. I'm not gonna try to protect that fight. It was shameless.
Yeah, but there is only that many different ways that video games can portray killing giant naked dudes.
Yeah, you can't. Again, that's why I made the quote. So we could talk about something else other than the subpar boss fight that we just witnessed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, can we talk about something else than big naked dudes?
Uh-oh, Link needs more bottles. He can't carry more fairies.
Darn it.
Oh no.
Dang it, I need at least 4 fairies in a bottle to feel comfortable for the final dungeon. Even if I never use them, I must have them.
I don't know, man. You get more uses out of Grandma's soup.
It's true, Grandma Soup is the best. I hate grab attacks in this game. They're the only thing in this game that enemies can do to you that you have no way to defend. Like, you're always... If they're gonna grab you, you have no choice.
You could stay out of grab range.
True, but most of the time, you can't avoid it in time. You can't block it either. It makes me wish there was like like the fighting game mechanic, like in Dead or Alive, where if you counter grab them, you interrupt their grab.
Yeah, but that would make these kind of games kind of too easy.
So it's just constantly counter.
No, not necessarily, since the timing for counters in most fighting games are tricky. If it was the kind of thing that would rely on you with really good timing to pull it off, then I would say, yeah, well, please bring that in. That would be another level of skill. Anyways, we're nearly done with this level.
Thank you for opening that
Are we?
door. I'm going to kill you now.
Oh, these big nose dudes don't want to kill you anymore.
Look at me, I'm brooding in a cutscene.
Super serious.
Birds!
I appreciate it.
This level's for the birds.
Bird.
But trust me when I say
Quick,
the
are
birds
we gonna-
aren't the biggest and annoying thing here.
the
No,
real
no,
question,
no.
the real question is, are we fighting Chief Thunder?
Oh no, not you!
Sith
What the-
Lightning! Sith Lightning!
Why you are fighting the freaking Furless Evo?
I hate that thing! Okay, this thing basically just stole all our power, so we don't have the run, we don't have our gauntlet, we don't have our magic. We're basically just with the combat cross right now.
So
But
you're
this
basically.
is far too late to do an abilities.
So wait a minute, you were fighting the thieves from Gauntlet, pretty much.
Yeah, these guys are called this guy is called the Chupacabra, or as I tend to call him Paddington, because all he exists for is to pad out the level. Then the level's right there, but we can't move on because he stole our stuff, so we have to go hunt him down.
The worst part of it is, he's not a chupacabra, he's a chupacabras.
Like you mean that they're trying to say there is more of them in one.
Yup.
That
Because
don't
chupacabra
make me
doesn't
fucking
have an S on
sad.
the end.
Oh boy, my favorite.
That guy is going to literally appear out of nowhere and steal your stuff periodic in certain levels, and it's really annoying because the levels themselves aren't very interesting, and it's just a hunt and peck game trying to find this fucker.
And why doesn't the final boss just keep, like, a horde of them surrounding his throne?
Because that would make sense tactically, and we can't have a super powerful
Because then that would make
final
the,
boss that makes things hard.
Yeah, that would make this for a very, you know what, actually interesting video game.
Yeah, I guess the argument to that was when I read the profile for the Chupacabra, it was a whimsical creature. It all it does. The only reason why it steals your stuff is it steals it and then runs away and taunts you, calls you slow, stupid.
Well, you did buy the game, so...
It's not like I bought it brand new. I paid it
Shots.
cheap for it.
Are those shots being fired?
Don't
There
fight.
have been shots being fired since part 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did the cannon roar quiet down, or are you shell shocked?
You are shocked!
Yeah. I got enough fun out of this game that I felt like, $10 was a good enough purchase.
I'm going to think where the fuck. What the fuck those birds should remind me. If
Arkham
basically I feel
games.
like
Insert Batman Arkham game here. It's Batman's purchase.
yeah, but I don't. Yeah, well, never mind. I feel that I have seen them before.
I
Was the
think
flip really necessary?
Yeah, of course. I will. It would be only be more necessary if there was guy under him who he assassinated.
Anyways, say hello to a brand new enemy type, the Wraith.
Oh, look.
It's not a
Does it
wraith, it's a
do-
Stalfos.
Does
Oh,
it do anything new or interesting?
It's actually fairly fast, and its biggest tell is that it can do kind of like a very, very quick stabbing attack that you could parry.
But you can still
but
just
the pro-
infinitely combo it and kill it, so no, not really.
It can also block your attacks and counter.
Really?
Yeah,
you-
they're
because
actually
you're-
Kind
Very
of
good.
dead.
I'm
yeah,
killing
you
them because
were
I know the best way to take care of the Wraiths is to be aggressive and just get them up in the air as soon as possible.
No,
See now
that's-
how their weapon charged like that? when when they're weapons like that, they do a lot more damage and they can deflect your attacks.
That's not being aggressive. That is stun locking. You are literally just being like, okay, you were a stupid enemy. I'm just gonna keep you up here and not make you do anything.
They're not dumb enemies. Trust me, they will kick your ass if you're not careful.
So, by the way, why did nobody say that those guys are freaking swords raids, ring raids from the Lord of the Rings?
Because that would be giving them a compliment.
They are less than
you say about that about the guys who die when a small river hit them.
One of the tricks you'll see them do is they'll sidestep you and then stab you. It's their most common attack you'll be seeing.
So they learned how to parry.
And we did not see that.
They did it once.
If you say so, I didn't see it.
They only do it when you attack them, and that's only if you miss.
So they're really fast and they only attack if you fail to stun lock them. Doesn't sound very interesting or challenging.
Granted, it's one of those enemies, if you're fighting one-on-one, they're really easy, but if you're fighting in a large group, then they become really annoying. I was only fighting 2 to 3 at a time, so it was really easy to pick them off. I also believe they're insanely weak to the fairies infused with light magic.
So we're climbing some more.
Yep, this game really wants to make you climb everywhere. God forbid you can take stairs.
It's not like stairs are a staple of Castlevania or anything.
No.
Well,
Stairs are a staple of most architecture.
Or
That goes
rotating cogs that you can climb on, or ugh.
granted, I don't consider climbing so much Castlevania as platforming, jumping. Here, you just climb everywhere. There's not a lot of jumping. It's the birds. It's always the freaking birds.
Always. What? Big.
Oh look, it's giant bat. I mean crow.
Oh, a cheap Dark Souls boss.
Yeah. First thing you can do against the Crow Rich is you can catch these eggs that are somehow being spit out at you and throw them back. When they land, they will actually hatch into these, like, crow monsters. They're not actually that hard, they're just annoying.
Ozzy, when did we start fighting the final boss of Banjo-Kazooie again?
Just a few moments ago.
Kazooie actually is a good game.
If you're really good, you can actually throw back 2 of the eggs at once.
So we are fighting giant crow that is bleeding crows.
It sounds like a ridiculous giant kaiju.
I don't know what that is.
A
Kaiju.
giant monster.
Yeah, the ever like Godzilla.
Godzilla
like the
or
original
something he would punch.
So you basically Azuna dropped a bird.
Yep.
Lamest boss fight ever.
It's pretty scripted. At least with the other boss fights that you've been dealing up to now, it was kind of like a one-on-one fight. You dodged, you blocked, you countered. You had the things that make this combat system work. This is just kind of just like the Titan fights. You just react and button mash.
Gosh darn it, Helmarock King. You used to actually be a boss.
And then same cutscene.
It's something you see a lot in the big budget game releases that do this kind of stuff.
Different button prompt, so it's different.
Alright, she's pretty much dead, so let's just nail this one down.
So just bird is a giant bird is formed by small bird. Then why it just don't split into small birds when you are on its back?
I think it's a giant bird that's being followed by a bunch of smaller ones.
Well, that would make more sense.
Boo!
Don't bring sense in my video games.
Well, it looks like that crow kind of failed the Assassin's Creed hop.
Uh-oh, tower's collapsing. Man, it sure
Why?
sucked we didn't have a convenient way to get off of it. There it is.
God damn it, Trixie, why are you saving this douchebag?
Fucking Artex, stupid horse!
Guys, this game is bad enough even without you bringing My Little Pony into it.
Hey, Artex isn't a My Little Pony thing.
The Chaos was.